What's up guys, Draco here, talking about Salt. So yeah, I went to a concert on Tuesday, and it was really good. It was a Lydia Bard concert. It was her first concert, in fact. I really enjoyed it. And yeah, but the opening act, how do you pronounce the name? Posey, I think. But yeah, one of their songs was about casting souls in their living room. And one of the things I mentioned was Salt Circles, as well as I've been thinking about Salt, MSG, how it's amazing and the best invention ever. So yeah. And I'm just like, it's interesting how salt has been used so much for like purity. Is it because it's white, so it's just been used for purity? I don't know. Or is it something else about the salt? And I don't know what actually caused that belief. I also, I believe in curses. I'm religious. I don't believe that cursing people is a good thing, but I believe that it can happen. In fact, I think I have been cursed at some point. I probably am still cursed, actually, I think. So yeah, I strongly believe in curses. A lot of people around me don't, and a lot of the people who do don't believe in them in the same way that I believe in them, or to the same extent or anything. But yeah, I strongly believe in curses. I also think that you could also say that, like, curses, they might exist, like, to the extent that you believe in them, which I don't know if I fully agree with that, but, like, I have heard people say basically it's like, if it works for you, then it works. It's like, if you have a rock that you believe makes you sleep better, and then you get placeboed by it, the rock is still making you sleep better. Same with the curse. If you believe that you're cursed and now you can't do anything, and you're way worse off for some reason, your body's probably going to hate it, because placebo, or nocebo, I think it's called. Is it called? I don't know how it's pronounced, because I've only seen it, like, written down, but yeah. I also think MSG is amazing. Like, I don't know how they've made just, like, salt and just, like, it can be used for anything and it works so effectively. And yeah. MSG is just, like, so good. Hella recommend. So, I say recommend. I feel like most people actually, no, I won't say most people have MSG, because it's really common, like, Chinese supermarkets, Chinese home in, like, probably other Asian places. But I feel like you never go to, like, Waitrose and see MSG. Or, I don't know what you have in other countries. Woolworths? That's Australian. What do they have in America? Walmart. I think. I know Walmart's in Australia. Not Australia, in the US. I don't actually know what it sells. Anyway. Yeah. Also, yeah, like, salt circles being purity is pretty cool. I like the idea. Because I'm huge into, like, folklore, stuff like that. To the extent to which I believe it is, like, very, very, very varied. Because, like, I believe in ghosts, I believe in curses. I don't believe in vampires and werewolves. I'm not sure what makes me believe in some of them and not in others. I don't know. I think I just believe in, like, the occult and magic in general. But then a lot of specific things, it's like, well, if it's part from that and it's part from that, it's like also, I believe in ghosts, but I don't believe that they're scary and they're going to kill me. Like, I think they're just pretty chill. To quote Undertale, would you smooch a ghost? Heck yeah. Because, like, they've done nothing wrong. They're just dead. Everyone dies eventually. What's wrong with the ghost? Also, like, a ghost can consent, so it's not like necrophilia. Because, like, the issue with necrophilia is the fact you can't get consent. A ghost may be dead, but it's still conscious. So it's like, who cares? Also, you can't really smooch a ghost because they can't goes through stuff. Can a ghost see other ghosts? I assume I can see other ghosts. I have many ghost questions. Some of which I probably can't really say because they're kind of weird. But yeah, I wonder, like, yeah, I really can't I can't pin down. Is it pin down? I can't decide what makes me think ghosts, yes. Curses, yes. Vampires, no. Werewolves, no. Maybe it's just I know more about the origins of vampires or something. Or maybe it's just because, like, vampires are more specific. Maybe it's something to do with, like, the cultures that made it. It's like, oh, if all the cultures across the world made it, then it might be rooted in some reality. But then there's a lot of things that are in a lot of different cultures that I don't believe in. Are there, actually? You know what, I feel like that's actually a pretty consistent belief for me. If a lot of different cultures believed in something from a bunch of different places, I tend to go like, yeah, there's probably some validity to it. Like, I believe in gods, I believe in curses, I believe in evil spirits. I guess I'm monotheistic and there's a lot of polytheistic. Are there any monotheistic, like, ancient religions? I can't think of any. But I also don't know that much about many places. Like, Australia didn't have many. Well, I mean, I know about 2 indigenous Australian beliefs. There weren't in Greece, Roman, Mesopotamian. Basically, no one in Europe had any that I can think of. I mean, Judaism's been around for ages, but, like, I'm thinking, like, are there any monotheistic religions in ancient times that haven't really carried on, like, so basically other than Judaism? I can't think of one, but I also haven't researched this a lot, so yeah. I think it's just less interesting to learn about monotheistic religions because it's like, cool, there's one god. Done. Whereas if you're learning about Greek mythology, you have so many gods to look at. It's like, wow, this god gave birth to this god, and this god came out of this person's thigh. Which is pretty cool. But yeah. I don't know. Like, a lot of places have a flood myth. Actually, the flood myth usually exists in, like, Asia, Europe, like, Africa. So, and those people communicate a lot more. You see, the flood myth isn't as existent in, like, America. So, yeah, that's my justification for, like, did the flood actually happen? Again, I'm a Christian, but I don't believe in a lot of the Old Testament because it has very much been influenced by cultures around it. The only thing is it someone made a flood myth and then all the people around them went, yeah, I agree? Or is it there was a flood in that region and then everyone was like, okay, there was a flood here, it covered the whole world, when it only covered half of it? Covered what? Laurasia. Well, Laurasia fell apart 175 million years ago. Humanity's been around for about 200,000. So, not Laurasia when it was Laurasia, but just Laurasia, the places that made up Laurasia. Was the whole of Africa in Laurasia, or was it just, like, I don't actually know what this thing I have in my hand is. I just have it. I think it's a phone stand. Anyway, but yeah, I think the whole of Africa was in Laurasia. It might have just been North Africa, but doesn't really matter that much. I'm not that knowledgeable about geology or, like, really long time ago. I have, like, I care about, like, I care a lot about, like, anthropology and classics and, like, ancient humans. Not, like, history, where it's, like, still fairly recent, but I care about, like, evolution of humans. But an evolution of humanity as opposed to evolution of how did we get to be human. Because I don't know anything about biology. I'm horrible at it. But yeah, this really hasn't been very much about salt, but oh well. Hope it's been interesting anyway. So yeah. Anything else to say about salt? Also, salt and pepper is so iconic. might be the most iconic food duo possible. No, fish and chips. Fish and chips is the most iconic food duo. No, but then again, salt and pepper, everyone loves it. Fish and chips, if you're vegetarian, you just don't have it, so it's like... Yeah, I think salt and pepper may be more iconic than fish and chips. Who knows? Anyway, thanks for watching. If you believe in curses, probably protect yourself, and if you don't, then... yeah, I won't tell you to protect yourself from a curse if you don't believe in them. Have a good one, eat some good food, and stay safe. Bye!